All right. Good evening, LinkedIn. Got one more thing to go there. Come on. Not a great night for live videos, but we're on LinkedIn, so that's good enough. I'll be right back. We got a lot of great staffing issues that we're going to talk about, and be right back. Wow, that was a tough intro. What happens sometimes when you stream, this goes out to 5 different platforms all at once, and it connects. And when you push live, if there's any disconnection on one or two of the other pages, it causes an issue. And all 4, I don't know what happened. Facebook said there was some suspicious activity again. So you just change your password and you're good to go. Hey, tonight, you always try to think of ideas of what to talk about in staffing. And what I've seen a lot across the Lehigh Valley, and a lot of people are struggling with it, is the issues in logistics. Over here in New Jersey, they're opening up 4 more. That's like 1.2 million square foot. And they're still building. And that's right across. I'm right by Easton, and New Jersey's right across the bridge. So when you look up for staffing, wow, I'll tell you, a lot of companies are going to be in trouble. Not in trouble, or if you just don't do it right, or figure out ways to try to get the candidates. Because, the issues I'm running into is, like, even with middle management, in that type of area, like customer service, but how do you keep them? How do you keep that employee? Because they have so many options. So you could hire them all, right? I had 2 of them ready to go. Oh, yes, we got them all. Hey, Tuvia, we got them all onboarded all the way from Florida, Miami, all the way through the process. And then they said they can't work those shifts. So you can't work these shifts. You just said you applied and you went through it all. So the candidates really have a hold on everybody. And I think Tulio agree, is because if they don't show up for you, they just go down the street, they go to another staffing agency, and it just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling. The only way to stop it is just really, if you have candidates coming in your door that don't bring them back. It only hurts the client and it hurts yourself. I think some of the companies out there would rather have 3 good people or good candidates than 10 bodies just sent to them, and only half of them show and one of them quits after that. But there's so many options. So I try to tell myself, how can you do this? And Tuvia, this is a good thing for you today. If everything goes right until that's signed, but it looks like 99.9, but picked up 30 customer service reps in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Great pay rate, markup perfect, but they have other companies staff for them, and sometimes you say, wow, they can't do it. I don't let that bother me. You can, because if you're a veteran in staffing industry for a while, you have a hardened shell, and if you back down, if you just get that one doubt that you can't do it, you won't. So, I mean, like what I did right away, I don't mess around. Listen, I know it's going to go through. I have a great EOR. They are just awesome, and they're taking care of all the back end. And within 4 hours, proposal sent over. I had my payroll funding approved. for 30 people, and am I nervous? Sometimes you get a little bit, but I acted quick. And the way I acted was I've already done 3,000 emails from all the people that have emailed me on Indeed, Career Builder. And I said, hey, this is what I have. I know you applied for me in the past, but if any family member needs, it's a 4 to 8 week assignment. There's no need telling a secret about saying it's going to be long term. It's 4 to 8 weeks. It's kind of, I like it kind of because the selling point isn't so much about the customer service reps, right? At call center, good pay, 4 to 8 week assignment. So with the problems with unemployment right now, some people are getting paid. This is ideal for someone like that, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30 or 6, like right around there. This could hold you off. That's how I'm going to sell it. And it's a great company, and you can get hired on, but it's not a guarantee. Yeah, it all happened all today, Tuvia. Man, everything is complete. I've already done, like I said, the 3,000 emails. Tomorrow, another 3,000. Text Us campaign set up to go out for 500 a day, every day, to families. It's not so much about talking about the job, but I said like having customer service, but I reach out to anyone because you might know somebody, like a referral, that knows somebody looking for customer service that does not want to work in a warehouse that needs 4 to 8 weeks. That's the way I have to sell it. And also social media. I don't care. I just went $200 out on every ad. Yeah, this is your upturn. It is, because it happened in a perfect day. Is when I had a 45-minute class today with a Facebook marketer, and what a perfect day to build out 3 ads. And I put $200 down on each of them, and they're still, and we literally targeted your company's customer service reps, but if they want to work. So right now they're still in review. I have 1, 2, 3. This is where you can tell they're still in review. So what happens is I'll get an alert. I've actually targeted every single person that has ever went on my website in the whole year, every single person that has shared on my Facebook, every single person that's liked a post, every single person that's commented on a post, every single person that had shared. The whole audience was built, plus the website. Then I went in and I did customer service, customer service reps. I put hospitality. I put retail. I don't want to just hit customer service because they will. Oh, I have Instagram too. The Instagram is, I'm sorry, that's on there also. That's being boosted right along with it. With that being connected, they hooked it up, and that's going also. I'm going to try that for the first time. I won't spend all that money. I won't spend $200, $400, $600. The 200, listen, they need them by, get this, they need them by next Tuesday. So, man, 30 people, I'll tell you, if you can take up to 30, I'll tell you what, you pull this baby off, I'll tell you, I'll just jump. It's going to be hard, but it's called 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop, to show the client that it's possible. It can be possible. Hey, Rob, how you been? Long time no see. It's always nice to see guys sign on from before. And, but it's going to be an uphill, but it's a challenge. But this is where you study the social media, to where it takes me like 3 hours, Tuvia, to make one ad. 3 hours for one. And the reason you do that is not because, listen, I pull out a map. I use a protractor. I tackle all the different shows. Hi, Rob. I spent 40 a week on Instagram. I know. But every little town, it doesn't matter. I targeted. I focused on. I put my phone off, and man, I'm hoping that pays off. So I should start getting hits by tomorrow morning, and to start seeing everything take place. Because on Career Builder, I had the ads running, and they're boosted. So customer service on your job boards are a little bit easier than sometimes on social media, because there is one that's a risk management customer service. And I'm going to post 2 job postings tomorrow when I receive them. So when you post the 2, you really need to make two different ads, because you can't put one risk management and one the customer service. You can't put them in one together. You have to do two. So with social media and with the Facebook expert today, we're running 6 ads again with 3 different ads, if that makes sense. So 3 of the same. There's 6 ads, 3 of the same, different photos, different targets, and then we let it go. Hi, Tuvia, not on there. I found out that Rob, we got to talk definitely. I know you were going through that, and this is a prime example of what I mean. Look at Rob right now, okay? He's losing his job in February. And that's the kind of things that happen right now to a person that has a lot of years at his work. What do you do? Where do you start? Like I said, Career Builder is boosting those jobs for me. All right. You got to spend. You got to spend it. Social media ads, text us campaign, email campaign, job boards. I will go through every resume. I will go back all the way on all the messages for the whole year on social media, and I will copy and paste every single one at a time. We have this position open. Every copy paste one up to 200, 300. It's tedious, but all it takes is like, if you do 300 and you get 10 out of it, 10 qualified candidates, that's what you do your work for. The only thing that's great is the EOR that we utilize is they do it all. Our payrolling for us. That's why we can compete with other bigger companies, because the overhead, everybody's virtual. The team is totally virtual. They take care of the aging. They take care of aging reports, the invoicing, the banks, the contracts. We put them on assignment. That's all we have to do. And we can do everything virtually just to send to that client. So when you put it all together, and I even put it on LinkedIn today too. You can put LinkedIn, but what I recommend is, even if you're doing logistics, post the job through LinkedIn. Sometimes people, when you post those corny videos or corny postings that you can't even read, I'm just being honest, it doesn't look right for LinkedIn. There is some good companies, staffing companies, that really make some good videos on there for LinkedIn. And it could be for any profession. That's what's nice about it. And do it directly through LinkedIn. All you do is just create the job, share it, tag, and just, I'm hoping by tomorrow, I've seen a couple of people liked it. So I'm hoping tomorrow some resumes will start coming in for Allentown. So, but go through LinkedIn on that. Unless you have a professional video or something really sharp of an image, it just doesn't get much ground. I mean, if you're looking for, it depends on what kind of industry you're looking for, but that's not for these corny TikTok things. And I'm sorry, they're funny. TikTok is great. That's just my opinion. But if I'm going for a professional service, all I do is laugh at it. It's great. But that's just me personally. Don't take that. That's just me. I don't like it. It's funny though. So with all that being done, the video screening, we already posted that on the website. You can go to resultstaff.com, click under customer service, under jobs, upload, just name, cell phone number, and email address. That's it. And we'll reach out to you immediately. So also, we're going to plan already before probably Thursday, which is quick, a job fair. And we're going to do it at the office in Allentown, one of the offices that I'm pairing up with a company to help out. And we're going to utilize the office space, and we're going to do a job fair. Everything perfect, 6 feet apart, all the safety protocols, everything right in place, wiping your hands, washing your hands. We're going to have everything set up perfect, because you don't have to do them in a car right now because it's kind of cold out there. So if we just do that, if we get 10 to 15 people, that's all it takes. 1 year experience. But again, hospitality and customer service for people that work at restaurants, for the people that are working at retail, hospitality, these jobs are really, really well, and they're a good fit. And we're going to sell you as that. They're looking for someone in the Harrisburg, but they're going through Aerotech. Yeah, Aerotech's pretty big. But Harrisburg, but they're going through Aerotech. Wow. Going through another company. So when you put all that together, you can't get nervous. Put all your plan in action. You got to light people up. I'm telling you, when we go after this, if you're not prepared to work 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, and make this successful or even longer, you're not going to succeed. This is where I told you that the staffing world is kind of changing. Like, I know, like you say, like people, their candidates, they have to homeschool. So if I was with a bigger staffing company, I would be saying to some of those recruiters, you're working from home. I'll tell you what, you work 4 or 5 hours during the night from like, say, 5 to 9, and that would be considered like 8 hours. And you answer all those messages and you reach out and all those calls when people are home and they're unhappy. That's when you're going to get them. So you need to look at that. I know people don't like to hear that, but sell it with the candidate that's working home. But say, hey, on a Saturday or Sunday, I'll tell you what, take off Wednesday and Thursday, homeschool kids and all the other problems that everybody's having. We're all in the same boat. But do us a favor, work on Saturday and Sunday, 5-6 hours during the football games this weekend. Top time to recruit is this weekend coming up. If you don't spend money on ads and target this weekend with the with the playoffs, you're crazy. And I'm just telling you, you should be setting up those ads constantly, doing some live videos during those football games, because you're going to get candidates. Because if you sit there and say, hey, look to your left, look to your right, talk about your friend over here if they need a job, there they are. So that's just enough of a hint. They say can't hire me because it may conflict of interest. They say can't hire me because it may conflict of interest. That doesn't make sense, Rob. Hey, give me a call tomorrow, Rob, if you can, after work. I'm free after 5 if you want to give me a call. I want to talk to you about that. I'm curious. It doesn't make sense. I'm just curious why they can't in a conflict of interest. So give me a call. So the last thing I wanted to talk about was job fair. We did that. Social media, build the ads, sell the job, not so much the money, the hourly rate, because those customer service jobs, I'm hoping that'll fill quick. Let's see. I believe that is it for the night. So, I'm sorry. I paired up with More Staffing in Allentown. What I like about More Staffing is they provide Tuvia transportation, 2 shuttles. So when we do sales, think about this. If you're a company out there right now in the Lehigh Valley, in Allentown, and let's say you're 25 candidates short, right? It's great to go through us, reach out to myself, and I'll introduce you. We'll both come over, we'll do a tour. And the shuttle service is awesome because it can be off hours. It doesn't have to be, listen, in Easton, when you work at XPO versus Amazon owns half the bus stops, so they don't go to the other companies. It's the truth. But when companies try to change that up, that 5 a.m. stuff, that's got to stop. I'm sorry. 5 a.m., 4 a.m., you gotta be crazy. Good luck selling that one. But when you can sell it to a company, say, listen, our rates are going to be higher. Okay, they're going to be higher. Or you could share the cost of the shuttle, $25 a person for a week, but we will drop them off. They meet in Allentown, drop them off to your site. Then the driver will be back to pick them up, bring them back to Allentown. Did you hear what I just said? So if you're a corporation out there, you need to reach out, because what in your right mind would not make you take up an offer of that? Think about it. Seriously. Transportation included for like 25, he's 2 shuttles, 25, 30 people. I'm not saying we're going to fill like immediately the 30, but, work a lot with second chance organizations, nonprofits, and people need some rides to some of the logistics. So it's a no-win. I mean, it's a win, but you're going to pay. You're going to pay a little bit extra. You're not going to come out from me at 38%. I'm sorry. That's not happening. Let's just cut that out. If you call me and you email me and you want a 38%, don't waste my time. I'm not even going to talk. I'm going to be like the gatekeeper. Dave's busy, but because 38% is nothing, you make no money. Nothing. Not in today's staffing. I don't care who is on here from any staffing company. You cannot break down the numbers and show me. There's impossible. I will bounce back on that so fast. And then because of the drug screen and all the new, oh my God, background checks, they are getting leaner on that. They're going from 7 years to 5. Great. 10 panel to 5 panel or 6 panel. Saves a little cost. But when you got to give out 10 backgrounds and 10 drug screens to get one person, the cost adds up. So somebody has to pay for it. So when corporations sometimes tell us, well, 38%, that's what everybody else is doing. Well, that's why everybody else is the same boat that you're in. Staff, we enjoy doing, we're called staffing done differently. I'm going to say it again. Staffing done differently. What does that mean? We do things different. When we need employees, if I need a high volume in logistics, I know right where to pluck them. I go right to 3, 4, 5 big companies and I pluck them right out of there and I'll move them right out. Simple as that. That's why they have high turnover. But if you want to win, you got to do what it takes. And for a client, you don't need to know what I do as long as everything's legal. You want a service that I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, you know what? You want 50 people? I'm going to say no. I'm going to give you 25 or 30 at the start because I don't want to overpromise because there is challenges right now. And let me tell you, I thought peak season, I would never, ever work longer hours than peak because I love my doctor today. Dave, calm down. You get that, you love that adrenaline rush. And I said, sometimes I want to get out of logistics. I love the direct hires that we do and the customer service reps. And because logistics, if you don't have the adrenaline going, I'm telling you, you will not win. You can just come in and sit at your desk and send out some emails, do 1 or 2 hires. You ain't going to succeed. That's impossible. But when you do staffing done differently, when you can get that candidate from point A all the way to complete, to finish. That's it. And at a decent rate markup and show results for it. Because again, you don't care what we do. I'm not going to tell you everything now we do because the stuff I put on here, yes, we do. But there's a lot more. Let me tell you, there's a lot more that we enjoy to do. It's just fun. I get bored once in a while if I take some free time. So I enjoy just stirring up the pot a little bit, making some noise and talking to some candidates and say, yeah, go over here, they're hired. Hey, go over here, they're hiring. Go over here, they're hiring. It's fun. It's fun because they just move anywhere you go. So, but respectively, listen, you have to start thinking now. Go to your morning meetings. And if you're not reaching out, I say it constantly. Listen, the client that we picked up, I'll be over there every 2 days if I have to be. What's going on? Why are they leaving? Finding out and getting to that problem. And if it takes you time to weed out those ones that are no shows, no calls. If you've seen them walking in the branch again, if you feel that it's going to give you some kind of like, they wanted 30 people for Monday, I don't care, send them. Don't. Stop, break the cycle. When they come into the branch, and if they've no called, no show before, they've done this, turn them around and say, go down the street to another staffing company. You're going to save money by doing that. It's going to be tough because you want to have that feeling of the customer. But if you're honest with the customer, you call them. I will show you what we do. I have nothing to hide but to show you, look, we reached out to 50, 75 candidates today. This is what we got. This is what we need. Show the customer. Today, I put the supply and demand report on. Check it out on LinkedIn. It's 8 pages. I put it on post. And tomorrow I'm going to do kind of like the customer service with a 30-mile radius. Look at that supply and demand report and pick out from Lehigh Valley where you're at. Those insights, listen, are they exactly 1,000% correct from Career Builder? No, but there's a pattern. And you can see the dips and the highs. And wow, did it change right after the holidays? And I know in a kind of in a different way. I thought it was going to I thought peak was going to last a little bit longer. I really did. I thought it was going to excel because everything on back order. but I've seen some of the companies letting people go, because I've had a couple today saying they let 25 people go or something like that. And that gives me an idea of like, okay, either you can go after them or the orders are slowing down. So it's first quarter. Everybody has their money. They're allowed to spend. So on that note, everybody, Tuvia, Rob, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And have a great night, everybody. And we will talk to you soon. But I always like to end it out. Talk to everybody.